Alright, starting up the stream. Let's hope everything works correctly. Can everyone hear me? Alright, let's start this up then. One moment. Alright, here we go. Greetings everyone, my name is Atterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. This is the 27th live session where I'll cover a combination of mostly viewer submit levels and levels that I find online. In order to submit levels so I can cover them during the stream or during tonight's stream, please leave the level IDs in the live chat, but make sure to not submit more than 2 levels, as I want to cover levels by different authors. Feel free to submit levels made by either you or someone else you like. I'll be starting off with this stage, Unconventional Warfare Gimmick Boss Rush by xmemor69x, with 28 plays and a score of 3. And welcome to the stream everyone, Lipatio, Croby, Leonardo Antonio, YouTube Social HD2, Kyle Stubbs, Goku List, Burning Sticks, Tobvet, and anyone else I missed. As well as you, Eduardo. Glad you can make it as well. There was one level I wanted to cover, but sadly this level idea doesn't work for some reason. I'll be posting that in the chat. It was made by Beanwagon. No, I didn't change my mic, Burning Sticks. Does it sound better though? Welcome to Stream Galaxy Man, Vincent. Feel free to submit levels. So I see, each level is essentially boss rush. Oh, I see. If I leave the tops to go to the right, I won't take any damage. And I tap the side, of course. Ah, no worries, I knew I was gonna have died at least once. Yep, we have rotating platforms now. Essentially what I need to do is wait for the tops to go, and apparently it doesn't work either. I don't want to damage what's inside of there because more likely than not, I'll get stuck. Boss number 1 defeated. 6 left to go. All these are neat boss ideas, by the way. Exactly, Gokulus. On to boss idea number 2. We are forced to use special weapons for each and every one of them. But that creates some interesting setups. Easier than the first one. I'll do the yellow one last then. Charge kick and top spin time. Oops, I need to be back at full health. they're showing us how to use the weapon first. So essentially this is a survival level now. This seems like a familiar setup from our previous level actually. It's like I went through this section before. Also by X-Meme Lord, I think. I wish it was actually on the other side of the menu, not the right side. Too low. This may take a few attempts. You know my luck with these types of sections. That's what I wanted to do. Still fairly risky though. I wish there was a life pickup in the middle, but oh well. Still fun. I'm not playing Harder 2 during tomorrow's stream. I'll be playing it during the next time I loop back to fan games. I'll be playing a different lower quality game. Well, first I'm gonna be playing ROM hacks actually tomorrow. Oh. Yeah, I remember this setup as well. This was taken directly from X-Meme Lord's previous stages, I think. Only problem is that the ring boomerang can despawn off screen. That's what I was worried about, and that ended up in my dead originally too. See what I mean? I just need to position it myself a little bit more to the left. In fact, damage boosting is a better strategy in this stage, especially as it stops your life draining over time. And dodging is, combined with everything else, it's difficult. He does it again. I thought it only does it once at most. Frozen in place, of course. See, out of all the boss battles so far, this is easily the most annoying one. Thank you, Nuclear Stomp. Welcome to the stream. Audio level 2 Galaxy Man. The issue is that the problem is the fact that the walls on the right are not bounded. Getting hit by Shade Man is actually the easier part. Ironically, the hardest part is fighting the green force beams, not Shade Man himself. See, as long as the damage boosts off of him, much easier. Well, he isn't too bad by himself, but the boss setup, not so much. Now, this is interesting. Of course, this setup's really easy to cheese. Essentially a sky battle, but the problem is that I can go over the screen and he can't. Yeah, sensitive microphone. Oh boy. Well, that's an interesting setup. You can do this damageless, but it takes some practice. Also, I wish this nothing on the menu got eliminated, because otherwise it makes swapping between the weapons a lot more awkward to do. It's basically a survival gauntlet. And down Bubble Man goes. That's the limitation of Mega Man Maker. We effectively have infinite weapons here anyway, so I'm okay with this setup. It's certainly less frustrating than the Shade Man green lasers. And to be fair, this stage is more experimental in the first place. On to the last setup, the yellow one. I remember this one too, actually. This idea was taken from Magmax, I think. Not Magmax, Serious Malcolm. This exact setup, but made a bit harder. In Magmax's setup, Sparkman took only half damage. Well, not half damage, but half the damage he takes here compared. Fairly straightforward, especially considering how the bombs can respawn easily. Welcome to stream, Redwane Fouad. And that marks the end of the level. Yeah, I'll send it. I need to update it as well. I would like the ability to have multiple infinite weapons instead of just one. That'd fix a few problems with stages. I'm gonna stream for at least 2 hours, somewhere between 2 hours and 2 hours and 30 minutes. Sorry for last week's evening stream getting cut off. Next up is Tobvet's level. Second up is They Came From Above by Tobvet, with 15 plays and a score of 3. And I added your levels: YouTube, Kyle, Lipatio, Croby, Vincent, GalaxyMan, and Red. Eight bosses? Well, alright then. So they'll attack me from a distance. That's interesting. At least I'm slightly guarded here. That's what I mean by they came from above. All the attacks are coming from above. Now I can refill myself, somewhat. That's also why we have the time slow. I guess using the time slow is the easy mode version of the stage, whereas not using it is the hard mode. Welcome to stream, Rafa. Yeah, I've been streaming for several months now. Certainly a neat idea for a level. And thankfully this stage has no bottomless pits. Oh, whoa. There are some of the bosses. Number 9, alright. I need more life energy. Thank you. These are iced over platforms too. Joy. Okay. Thank you for dying, Crash Man, and Napalm Man, and me. Because, again, ice physics, combined with lag, it's a night. Ice physics in this engine are a pain to go through. If you even do a tap jump, it'll make you shoot you forwards. I said this many times before and I'll say it again. I wish it was much more gradual. You can if you use the time slow. But I doubt you're supposed to do this damage list anyways. This is probably one of the levels where you have to damage boost. And carefully use your special weapons. I do like how each section of the stage is separated by this fading out sequence. I think the stage would be better if it had at least half the bosses, or gradually added more and more over time. Right now, as Sama said, it feels there's a bit too much stuff going on. I think 4 is fine. Yeah, it is. I'm using it, Kyle. Probably also put a checkpoint in the middle, like here, but I doubt it's possible in the engine, sadly. And don't use ice platforms here, please. I'll get there eventually. I'm in. Wait. I'm not falling for that trick. And I'm out of here. Certainly a frantic stage. I like the concept, but I think it's a bit too frantic. Maybe not a bit, but you get the idea. As Sama said, this would be better if it started out with 2 or 4 bosses. The way this setup works, especially at the end with those more precise jumps over ice or platforms, doesn't mesh well. Right now it feels impossible to do a damage list unless the RNG is in your favor. Third up is Weapon Capsule Relay Double Boss Edition by YouTube Social HD2 with 12 plays and a score of 1. Oh, by the way, when I eventually post this and make this unlisted, or make this unlisted, make this public, in the description you can see the timestamps for all the levels I've covered. Well, Mega Man Maker was made in Game Maker, so GML, or Game Maker language. It's not the most punishing level, YouTube. There are several more punishing levels I played in the past. This one at least was generous in terms of pickups. And despite issues with execution, it's not a Kaiser level. Not enough spikes and bottomless pits for that. Tomorrow I'll be finishing up Mega Man 2 Randomizer and then playing Rockman 2 No Constancy. Then I'll be going back to playing fan games. But I need to decide what the third fan game I'll cover. I do have something in mind, but I'm a bit worried about how difficult it's going to be. But I'll get into that next week, and I'll talk about it more tomorrow. Thank you, GeriMan. I'll add it to the list after I'm done with this stage. Indeed, Game Maker Studios' Game Maker language, which explains some of the issues. Remember, Game Maker language has quite a bit of overhead, especially if you don't go for some of the more crazy optimizations. Thank you for the breeder level, YouTube. You can do this damages as well, but you need to manipulate where Ringman goes. Both Ringman and Skullman, for that matter, I mean. Board up is Doc Robot Challenge /Man by the K-Man 100 with 41 plays and a score of 10, aka by Kyle Stubbs. That's the man wheel platforms indeed. So essentially this is going to be a Doc Robot version of /Man's level. Sadly no dinos here. No dino here, so time to use Rush Jet. I'll take the upper up. Of course, I can also just use a skull barrier. That makes sense. Referring to YouTube Social HD. Oh, how I love to use the danger wrap here. Boss time. Sorry, this was a freeze cracker. Overall, this felt like a nice replication. More so for the first half than the second half, but I suppose the second half is accurate as well. It's just that we don't have as many forest tiles. Fifth up is the Revenge of the Fallen 10 Boss Rush mode by Lipatio, with 49 plays and a score of 15. Considering the spread of quality and levels in the most popular queue, having a score of 15 doesn't mean much. Does he have the charge shot? Okay, I'll go with him then. For boss rushes, I'd rather have a bigger charge shot. Sheesh, a gravesite. Let's start with one. Oh, we're forced to do some of these with different characters. And I see the level ID that I passed by. These are all the previous bosses I faced in Lipatio's previous stages being revived. Just need to get better with the aiming. 294929. I was holding down. Oh, this is gonna take a few attempts. Ah, close one. Number 2. 310742. Not much, only 30 minutes. Welcome to Stream on Dream. Feel free to submit levels. You know the rules by this point. Oh, I see. I need to drop into pit. And now whittle down Woodman quite quickly. Those are level IDs from which the bosses are taken, and all those levels were made by Lipatio, many of which I played in the past. 331800. Unlike the original stages though, I have a huge arsenal of E-tanks. and I always have access to their weaknesses when I start the fight. So I can choose to do it Buster only, or weakness only. (315-239). If you watch enough of my streams and enough episodes of this Let's Play, you should recognize all these bosses. Or at least most of them. I still maintain it. That's strange. Not a fair placement of the Jari, all things considered. Number 6. For this one we're forced to be Mega Man. 333-491. Oh, I remember this one. You can do this Buster only, but using the Thunder Beam and Water Wave makes it much easier. Because otherwise you have to worry about the Fire Tailies, Firemans trying to destroy the bottom. Seven. 338-689, and his base. Oh no. I remember this one distinctly being a... I don't think I ever made it to this boss battle, because I skipped over the stage. But I like it revisiting this. But I do like it revisiting the past level. Let's try this again. If I spawn Grenade Man below, it makes the boss battle so much more difficult. This is actually easier than the actual stage he came from, by the way. Now I can defeat Grenade Man easily by just standing here. This was the original stage focused on base and the Thunderclaw, but I had so much trouble in the middle of the stage that I failed to complete it and had to skip it on stream. Ah, no more keys for some reason. (336-825). This was the chemical lab level. I like this level. Dangerous lab, that's the one. Did 8, so... Wait, did I actually do 8? Yeah, I did. That's 10. Let me spend my keys just to be safe. Well, I can't spend it now. On to 9. 344-386. I don't recall playing this state. Well, actually I did. Now I remember. It was during last stream, I think. Somehow I feel doing this Buster only would be a bit easier. Even originally I had to use 2 E-tanks to defeat him. As an FYI. Because of the way Metal Man functions, I think it's better to just use the Buster. Because it's much more easy to hit him compared to the inaccurate arm. Oh, harder version, that explains a bunch. I'll do the Super Adapter only, but as I said, honestly, the charge shot's better. I just wish the super arm was more accurate like it was in Mega Man 7. Of course, that may be because the screen was smaller. Here it feels less accurate than a dive missile. Timing the jumps. Not Super Arm, but the Power Fist. We'll have the Super Arm when we look back to Mega Man 1. The reason is because it's a very situational level. It's a very situational weapon at base. You can only use it with blocks after all. Yeah, you probably need to use E-tanks for this at this point. Forgot that it spawns at the right, and also need to memorize the Yoko block pattern. Yeah, add the powered up version. That would actually make it useful. Frankly, I don't like how this boss is structured. I wish it had a different weakness. The weakness is to... The weakness feels like it gimps me more than anything else. I'll just do 10 first. This is taking way too long, and this really illustrates my problems with how the Power Fist works in this engine. In a way, for Mega Man 7, it feels like it got nerfed. 341008. Oh, hello there, this boss. I remember you. I also remember getting shot by the petite snakies initially. I do, but the problem is, I keep getting hit into the red force beams, or other things. Pretty well, Heavy Lead. Just going to a somewhat challenging level. The hardest part of this fight is not even the rolling drills or Springman himself, it's petite snakies because of their knockback. This really should have been in order in the earlier part. Let me try doing it Buster only. That feels so much more consistent. mistimed. It takes some memorization. This entire setup is a bit awkward. If only the boss didn't jump as much. I know, but remember, the way this works is kind of awkward, with the super adapters jumping. Also, the pattern is not a very straightforward one, and I was holding right there. This is the least fun part of the level. By far. I tapped it earlier, didn't count. That's the other awkward thing. These are some of the reasons why I started to play other fan games on stream, because Mega Man Maker with all its idiosyncrasies kind of frustrates me over time. It's the opposite of Magmal 2. Viewer made. And controller, the strange thing is that the base engine doesn't have the issue, which is based off of, and Magmal 2 and the rest fixed it. Also the slow update schedule, relative to all the updates being added. I want this game to be good, but there's several things it's missing to prevent it from reaching greatness. That's one of the several reasons why this game is dying in popularity, I feel. One of which is the natural life cycle of games, the other which is the devs not taking it true. My fault. I think I should just land on that platform. It's a lot safer, and I can aim it properly. I'm dead. Well, I wouldn't be able to make it back there because I accidentally used it again. What? Ah, the engine. I hate when this happens. It should activate faster. Blame the engine. Why can't they just... I went in too early for the teleporter to actually activate. I would have loved this level better if this boss battle didn't exist here. It destroyed my fun due to a combination of engine issues and the awkwardness. It doesn't work well with Metal Man's pattern. Basically, combined with the... I'm just gonna say this final word. Combined with the engine's idiosyncrasies, the level is turned into a Kaizo stage. Yeah, a bunch of people. I'll give it one more go, then I'll just use the level editor. This is not fun at all. Yeah, level editor. Yeah, I'm just using level editor. This is so frustrating, and it's completely destroyed my fun. Sorry, Lipatio. It's just this one boss battle. And I don't have to spend another 10 minutes going through this one boss over and over when the other levels I can get through. Or if the engine actually consistently worked. Oh, the other level is just right over here, so that was the last thing. See, the rest of the level isn't really that difficult, it's just this one. And that's the main drawback of the stage. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. And I'm back. I want to emphasize that outside of the one boss battle, I like Lipatio's level, and I played an easier version of the boss battle, it's fine. The thing that makes it turn into a Kaizo level is the engine itself and its wonkiness with some of the controls and that teleporter not coming out. That's why I decided to just, well, it's a combination of rage quitting and for the sake of you viewers because I want to get to the other levels. Speaking of which, 6th up is Did Someone Say Bossrush by Tobvet with 23 plays and a score of 4. This was Kaizo by accident, that's what I'll say. So I'll forgive him in that regard. Here we go. And for revisiting a past level, this was I think it was fine. Just tweak the battle and I'd give it a higher score. Or give Metal Man a better weakness that doesn't deal only 2 or 3 damage per hit. Enough of that stage, let's move on to the next one. Bubble Man cannot hit me whatsoever as long as I stand up here. Bye, Woodman. Hang on a minute. Why do I have energy for a weapon that is nothing? Sure, Fluffy. Welcome to the stream. Send in your levels. Even though the bosses take extra damage from the Buster, I don't have any refills. Not until I get to the checkpoint. I need to be careful. At least the next checkpoint is right over here. Ah, poor Bubble Man. Feels like I'm just facing off against regular enemies with expanded movesets. Same. If we're gonna get playable bosses, we'll first get the set from Mega Man 1 probably, because of Powered Up. Get down, Bubble Man. Thank you. I don't mind the fact that every screen has 1 or 2 bosses in rapid succession, as all of them are rather weak. It feels more like the bosses feel more like enemies here. I mean, they follow the 3 charge shots, so they're like Ben K's or Sniper Joe's. Thank you, Fluffy. And the fact that the bosses don't drop any pickups means it feels even more like a regular stage. And I'm okay with that because they have really low health anyways. And all the setups here are interesting. The level design really works against him. At least he decided to cooperate here, otherwise this could have been a pain. You can program them to drop nothing, after all. And then they won't end off the stage. Oh, you. Well, that was easy. I'm liking this stage a lot more than the previous one. This is very fun. In fact, I like this stage a lot more than your previous stage, Tobvet. This is a much better use of bosses. Oh no, you. I thought I was gonna die there. It's not your normal boss rush, where you face off against bosses in basically the way you do in Classic Series. Here it feels like the bosses are in place of enemies here. Currently my favorite level this episode. Good work, Tobvet. At least 30 by this point. Just run to the right, that's all. The only regular enemy in the level, the Met, which I'll leave alive then. That was fun. Not your typical boss rush. Alright, add a new level, Fluffy. For reverse psychology, that'd be funny, having the Met tool be the actual boss. Gotcha. I'll cover it after Heavy Elites level. Next up is Abandoned Purple Castle version 2 by Croby, with 4 plays and a score of 2. Oh, and by the way, here's my level queue, and a full list of levels I played throughout this Let's Play. Please don't submit levels I already covered before. I want to cover new levels. Unless the levels you're submitting are new revisions of previous stages, then that's okay. Let's see how this compares to the first one. No explosion? Sad. Oh wait, wrong direction. Sorry. A puzzle level focusing on the Mega Ball. For a moment there I was gonna call it the Power Ball. Just a brief intermission, that's all. Good checkpoint placement. All the levels, with the exception of one, have good checkpoint placement. Oh, what do you mean, Fluffy? Aren't other Mega Man Maker live streams running at 60 FPS? Welcome to the stream, Game Master Man. Glad you can make it. I'm streaming at 60 FPS on the low latency setting. I used to stream at ultra low latency, but that caused some issues. That's nice to hear, Vincent, but it depends on how difficult and long your stage is. If your stage is longer and more difficult, it should have more checkpoints. Favorite Mega Buster charge shot? The one from Mega Man 5 in most scenarios. Mega Man 6 is a close second, followed by Mega Man 4. Levels in Mega Man 11 have more than 2 checkpoints, thankfully. Just imagine if they only had 2. I'll see what I can do, Croby. We'll see. Pro play. No, Unlimited has 2 per level. One in the middle and one just before the boss battle. Which I disagree with. It should have had more checkpoints for certain stages. Well, all stages. Split pad. Oh, not counting the boss battle. Alright, then it's just 1. It should have had 2 or 3 stage checkpoints before the boss battle. I'll take the upper route. Mega Man 7's charge shot is underpowered. Why does it deal only 2 points of damage to the bosses, and why does it charge slower? Mega Man 6 had one of the better balanced charge shots anyways. Oh, I lost it. Okay, I have to regain it then. Mega Man 8... well, it was fine there. Mega Man Base fixed how the charge shot works. But Mega Man 7 really dropped the ball in that regard. That's why when I play Mega Man 7, I'm gonna play it with a certain hack enabled. One that actually fixes the charge shot. And puts it in line with the rest of the series. I don't know if any Mega Man Classic game where the charge shot only deals 2 points of damage to Road Masters. Fully charged, that is. Basically, the problems with the Mega Man 7 charge shot is that it only deals 2 points of damage to everything, actually. Not just bosses, but enemies too. And it charges slower than Mega Man 6. Plus, you lose a charge when you take a hit, just like in Mega Man 6. These are all those 3 downsides. Why bother using it? Just use your regular shots. Or Roadmaster weapons. I wouldn't mind it too much if the full charge shot dealt only 2 points of damage to bosses, but to regular enemies, no. Without the ability to deal 3 points of damage to enemies regularly, just use the pea shooter. It's better for that. Much less risky, much greater reward. But enough of my ranting. And... okay. I didn't even need to blow it open then. Pro plays. Well, I didn't even need to use the Mega Ball Dare burning sticks. Anti-soft lock. In before I glitch right through the ring boomerang block. If only I knew how to consistently do that. I know I already broke a troll level because of that. Ah yes, the Rock Force had the fade out charge shot effect, sound effect. I wish more games had that, well they were inspired by it, though I wish we had the same option for Rock Force to actually toggle it on and off, the fade out. Some games have a more annoying sound effect though than others. See Powered Up's charge shot sound effect? So loud. Also, I wish there was a way to toggle off the delay when you pick up something. It results in so many deaths. I'm glad so many ROM hacks do that now. Just wish more fan games picked up on that. Welcome to stream, Zen. I'll add your level once I'm done with this one. Pretty well. Yesterday evening, I just finished editing the live Let's Play of Megatroid. Suddenly stopped. That's why Ringman is the hardest boss in this engine. Also, I forgot I had E-tanks. Let's do this again. That depends on how the weakness orders are set, though. Yellow means I completed it or almost completed it, but I have to use the level editor in between. Green means I completed it legitimately without the use of the level editor. Red means I was not able to complete it whatsoever. Jewel Satellite in Mega Man 9 is pretty much one of the best weapons in the game. Well, to be fair, all weapons in Mega Man 9 are good, but the Jewel Satellite is on another level. Frankly, it's one of the best shield weapons in the entire series, but I feel it's too overpowered. I think they're fine additions. The Mega Man 8 Arrow Shot and other versions of the Charge Shot, as well as the Charge Shot variants added in Complete Works. It has been nerfed in Magwell 2 and other fan games. Let's see if this works. Nice weakness. It's Night Crush. Same. I wish there was a music swapper added in 1.6. The game really needs it for longer stages, or stages with multiple bosses, or individual sections. You stayed at heavy elite, assuming he doesn't try glitching the stage. You saw how I clip right through the blocks. Astroman isn't that difficult, especially with the bigger viewing angle. And this is Mega Man 8's Astroman, not Mega Man in Basis. So this was a fun stage. I say it is better than the original. One of Croby's better stages. Seventh up is Harbor Under Construction by VincentGo, with 18 plays and a score of 3. In total, there are currently 15 levels on the queue. This is the 7th one I'm covering. Hopefully I'll be able to cover all of them on this stream. A bit of lag is happening. Oh, by the way, next week I'm going to start covering Mega Man fan games again, after I complete the ROM hacks tomorrow. Next week I'm going to be covering, or at least for the next 2 weeks following next week, I'm going to be covering Mega Man OP1 as well as Roku-chan. Can anyone give me a suggestion for another Mega Man fan game which I haven't played yet? I'm thinking of covering Mega Man Infinity, but I'd like to hear suggestions. Not sure why either, I'm playing this game on a RAM disk now. Now that the stage isn't lagging as much. Yep, played and beat Super Fighting Robot. On the normal difficulty setting though, and not hardest. I was referring to ROM hack. let me rephrase it. I was referring to fan games, not ROM hacks. I'm gonna save Minus Infinity under ROM hacks for later. I think someone made a remix with that, with more explicit... Yeah, let me rephrase it. I think someone actually made a remix of that Lipatio. Yeah, there's Mega Man Infinity 1 and 2. If I'm gonna cover 2, I want to cover first 1. Both of them are special, as there are Mega Man Classic fan games made in the Mugen engine of all things. You know, the fighting game engine? With the massive crossovers of characters and whatnot. No Constancy will be saved for... Yeah, no Constancy is for tomorrow. Oops. But for next week, I'm asking for fan games. I already have my selection of games for tomorrow. I'm just asking for next week. Can't forget Vegetable Man. I do have something in mind for next week, but I'll have to double check it. I'm a bit worried about its difficulty. I commend Mugen for all the crazy stuff it spawned. Also, salty bets. Welcome to the stream, CMB Fox. Didn't you get the reminder? Or did YouTube screw up again? I made sure that the notifications were enabled. Oh well, you're about 80 minutes late from starting. Still, there's about 1 hour left in the stream, so feel free to submit your level. Double bubble men. Quite chaotic until you destroy one of them. And that's it. This was an, I say decent level. Okay, decent. Ninth up is Prision Break by Oof Vader with 43 plays and a score of -5. This was submitted by GalaxyMan64. Oh yes, the quality of characters in Mugen ran the gamut from amazing, excellent to absolutely horrible, and there were different implementations and interpretations of the same character. Wonder why the stage got a negative score. Currently, it's going to be the last level covered on the stream. Please move away, Bunby Tank. Thank you. One of these non-linear levels, I see. Can't go down there yet. I think I see why this stage got a negative score right now. It's non-linearity. Making some progress. Should have gone here first. It's a dull and gray prison, so I would actually like some more variation, but it's limited by the NES color palette. AKA, I want more shades of gray. Can't go here, this was a dead end. Make sure you don't run out of treble boost. That'd be more than enough. The SNES color palette would be good enough for this. I get the feeling I have to use the level editor to check out some of the other exits. Oh. Whoops. Let's see what's over here then. Or not. I feel like I'm going to this section backwards. Oh, hi, Mega Man. That's why you want the Jewel Satellite. Farming room. Is it it? Am I out of here? Oh, also the Mega Arm. Can't forget that. A bit of an awkward weapon to use, but with upgrades, it is fairly powerful. Always having a grabbing weapon on hand. No pun intended. Wait. Oh, okay, it loops back over here because I need to slide to the right. Makes sense. Oh, wait, I have the power adapter. And because of it, now I can explore that upper route where there was that steel block to the right. Yep, I can. Lots of stuff here. Lots meaning 2, plus a large life. Making progress. Yeah, it's not too bad. I know it's non-linear. It doesn't deserve a negative score. Oops. And this is a fine checkpoint placement. You just need to hurry in this section, that's all. And not by much. In fact, if you destroy the enemy, you don't need to hurry at all. This stage gets really generous with its fire pickups at the end. Did we really need all these weapons? Just ask. That looks really Oh, this is the alternative way to get over here. But if you don't have all the weapons, you have to go up there. I see, so you have to backtrack. Still, we don't need all these weapons, probably. They're all located in the same location, so... it's not like we have to travel throughout the stage to find them. Organized backwards on the menu, that's different. And we're almost out, we're in the greenhouse now. Could be. This looks like a job for the drill bomb. Got too close. I know, but it just feels a bit strange why, of all the things to complain about, I'm not sure why. I think what happened was there was a group of players who played this status together and didn't like this one in particular. Oh sure, it does have some roughness, especially with the color scheme, but it feels like an okay stage, not a bad stage. Oh look, illusions. In before Buster complains about them. The annoying aspect is getting pushed off screen. Oh, what happened? Well, if I didn't get clipped onto the platform, I would be dead. So thanks, game. Thank you for saving me. Speedrun saver stats. So he's a prison warden, essentially. The low-lying ceiling is making this a bit tougher. And it's over. We're out of here. I'll upload this to counteract the negative score. It has issues, but they're not really that major. I already played this stage before by Queen Monica, so I'll be skipping over it. As I said before, if I already covered a level on stream or during my Let's Play, I won't cover it on stream again. So the 10th level is Mega Man 4 Voyage, Old Wily Castle 1 Remake, Possible Buster Only, by Redwane Fouad, with 9 plays and a score of 4. FYI, I played Mega Man 4 Voyage on stream several weeks ago, and I will do a full Let's Play of it on my own time in a few months. Same with Rockman 3 Burst Chaser. Thank you, Gokulus. I wish I could do that consistently though. Probably I could if I could task the game. If only they fixed Hourglass for Windows 7 and 10. See you later, Mondream. Yeah, this stage structure looks very familiar. Although, unlike Voyage, the magflies here are less consistent. See ya. Hope we can see you tomorrow. Yep, I stream on Saturdays and Sundays. Twice on Saturday, once on Sunday. On Sunday, I stream fan games and ROM hacks. Just check my notifications. I don't stream Mega Man Maker on Sunday though. I stream other Mega Man stuff. Tomorrow I'm planning on finishing up Mega Man 2 Randomizer, then moving on to the ROM hack Rockman 2 No Constancy. Ah, that's nice to hear, Jethawk. Hope to see you tomorrow then. And from what I've heard, No Constancy will be much better than Gray Zone. Oof, that was an experience. When I post the edited version of that Let's Play, I won't be really editing out much. I'll just be fixing the audio and splitting off into 2 or 3 episodes. Hi, Deboomin. aka a ROM hack that actually the creator knows what they're doing in terms of level design. Alright, and for those watching, do you want me to split the Gray Zone Let's Play into 2 episodes, 3 episodes, or keeping it in as one whole chunk? I'm more partial to 2 episodes so it makes it easier to edit. Because I'm not going to really be editing out any of the failures or deaths. I may make an abridged version in the future, but for right now, I feel it'd be just better to leave in most of the deaths and failures to see how excruciating it was. In fact, I feel an easier way to make an abridged version of the Rockman 2 Gray Zone Let's Play is to play through it again with a task editor, and then comment on it that way. yeah, this was the end of the stage, the climax. Alright, 2 or 3 episodes then. It'll depend on how it works. You already submitted 2 levels, Galaxy Man, so I'll cover it during tonight's stream. This week I'll be posting episodes of Megatroid. Hopefully finish Bugs Must Die. The only thing left is my last episode and what I think about the game and my short review. And then continue my Let's Play of Tower Tale. Metal and Grenade. I guess to replicate the Fortress boss. Oh no, not a good setup for this. Hang on a minute. Thank you. What was his weakness originally? The original Fortress boss, that is. No. I guess it's Dive Missile. Close one. Replaces the Mecha Dragon. It feels like a completely different boss battle with the 2 ones. When I play No Constancy on the stream, I will be playing the normal mode. I will not be playing hard mode. I'll be playing hard mode on my own time. 11th up is Splash Woman Stage by Hun Rockman with 15 plays and a score of 0. Isn't that Mega Man Ultra Daibuman? I thought that actually had a Mega Man 1 that had an SMB 1.1 remake for Woodman. Mega Man Ultra 1, that is. Mega Man Ultra is also on my to-play list. It's somewhat famous, although a bit of an older hack as well. It's mostly just a stage hack, not really boss or Fortress boss hack. I think there are 2 choices of stages I can go through. I picked Bubble Man. true. I did, but it's mostly Bubble Man stage, and the lag killed me there because lag spikes. I played a stage like this before, but the enemies are different here. I mean, I played 3 stages like this before. So several level designers, well, many level designers had the same idea. Instead of the crowds, we have brain breaks dropping from... Okay. There used to be more crabs here. So much water lags the stage a bit. Oh, I see, GeriMan. Gotcha. This background. I don't really like it, but But hang on a minute, it's not over yet. We're now back in her stage. So... I'm not sure, Daibuman, yet. So let's go down here and die immediately. Because I keep forgetting there's that spike drop. I'm hoping for a separate episode, but considering everything else on my plate, it may be a separate stream. I'll see. If it's on a separate episode, I'll be able to edit out most of the failures. But if it's on stream, you'll be able to see most of my failures. I've failed for the same trick so many times, it's getting embarrassing. Ironic how the right pad, which starts out with spikes, is easier than the left one. Yep, pretty much, GeriMan. I never thought about it that way, but you're right. The plant barrier is sort of like the sub-tank utility, though instead of having to pick up life energy and putting it in a tank, instead we pick up enemy bullets. The shell block section should be coming up. Yep, here it is. The much slower version. I'm not sure actually why we have Charge Shot, especially in the Mega Man 5.1. No, it wasn't. It was actually one of the less useful weapons of Mega Man 6. It was a pretty weak shield-based weapon, and it didn't pick up enemy, and it didn't convert enemy shots into pickups. At base, it's one of the worst ones. Here, though, Especially if you don't have V-Tanks, it's one of the best ones if there are a lot of projectiles everywhere. It really should have healed, because otherwise, why bother to use it? Thankfully, Mega Man 7 fixed the issue with shields with its own shield weapon, the Junk Barrier. What a complete shift. That was an amazing one. And it ran out too quickly, you're right. It's the second best barrier in the entire series. The best one is the Dual Satellite. 12th up is Robotic Scrapyard by Heavy Elite, with 14 plays and a score of 2. Also, to correct an earlier statement, Fluffy, your state is not the last one, it's actually Zen's. Bye Galaxy Man, hope you can attend tonight's stream. I feel offensively the Junk Shield is better than the Dual Satellite, whereas the Dual Satellite is better for protection. Oh neat, we actually have the Atomic Fire. I like to sometimes use the Atomic Fire as a makeshift shield. Should have run to the right. True, Acid Barrier is also one of the more useful weapons, especially when fully charged up. Frankly, if a shield can actually attack enemies while it's up, it automatically makes it better than at least half the shields in the series. It's already going to be better than a Plant Barrier, Star Barrier, and one other barrier. Frankly, I use the Acid Barrier more as an offensive weapon due to its arc. Water Shield is also fun too. Star Crash, sorry. For a moment there I forgot his real name. And Star Crash was also kind of weak. Should have had anti-gravity properties. Mega Man Maker has done a pretty good job distinguishing the different shield types and giving them their own secondary traits that make them stand out. Now none of them feel completely useless. Why do we get 4 E-Tanks here? I'm a tad worried. Watch as I get hit by every Metar. Watch as I get hit by every Metar imaginable. 6, 7. Skip that one. And it. Okay, just 7. Oh, rats. Alright, a lot of hotheads. The Mega Man Maker variant of the Leaf Shield is definitely much better. Nice idea to use those tiles as pipes to show where enemies are going to spawn from. Well, the only weapon we have access to in this stage is the Atomic Fire Daibumen, so automatically that's out of the question. How are you supposed to get that? How are you supposed to get past that damage list? I guess I wasn't fast enough. This stage is turning into get hit by every meteor possible. Oh, damage list. Okay. Damage lists, outside of one section, maybe? We have oddities like this where I can't aim downwards without taking a hit. And I got extremely lucky there with 2 large life pickups. So, outside of these 2 locations, yes? I see, but that seems still a bit excessive. It's not that we're taking in a huge amount of damage. They're not really bulky enemies. We could have gone by with just 1 E-Tank, but 1 or 2. Is that a stage map in the background, Heavy Elite? It sure looks like one. Same Daibumen. Unless your stage focuses on damage boosting, you shouldn't have to rely on that. Oh, it's a W. It looked a bit more like a stage map to me, but now I see what you mean. W for Wily. I think it was a decent stage, but... well, let me put it this way. I like some of the aesthetics of previous stages more, and I prefer if there's no forced damage over there, unless your stage focuses on it. As Daibumen mentioned earlier. Alright, I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Back. 13th up is Wily's Lair, Escape of Base by NTFluffy with 4 plays and a score of 0. They did mention that this stage has multiple exits, but for a few of them, I think 1 or 2 of them, you have to go well out of your way to reach them. So we'll have to play through a stage at least 2 or 3 times. And while I wait... Oh, and also Zen, your stage Nightmare Castle. This one. I already covered it during stream 327 or not stream, episode 327, and it was an honorable mention. So could you submit a different stage, Zen? I don't want to cover stages that I already did in the past. Here we go. Gonna be a longer stage too. Wait, why did one of them spawn into the pit there? Sure, feel free to PM me one. Or make it public, either one will do. I prefer public so everyone can play your stage. So Zen, I removed your stage from the queue because I already covered it. Please submit something else that I haven't played before. As a quick reminder, so people don't forget, here's a full list of levels I've played so far. Use that when submitting your level ID to make sure I haven't done it already. And here's the level queue. Down we go. Alright. Please get down. Thank you. Hello? Isn't something supposed to happen here? What do you mean, Fluffy? The stream should be working. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Something's supposed to happen here. Otherwise, that's a major minus for this stage. See, nothing is happening, so I won't go here then. I hope his weapon is not... I hope what I get from him is not necessary. True, I was only referring to classic barriers, not the ones from fan games, which tend to fix some of the problems. Bolt Shield, for example, from Mega Man DOS Remake version 2, it's very useful because you can keep it up and fire your other weapons. And when I say other weapons, this includes other special weapons. Trash Shield is good too, yeah. Nail Shield is awesome. Alright. I'll check it out after I complete the stage. So far I don't really see alternate exits. Only a soft locked point. I am Croby. As I said in every stream, I'm excited. Though from what they said, it's not going to be as big as 1.5 in terms of major features, but we'll have Mega Man 11 stuff. Oh, I see. Oh, I was hoping there'd be a secret up here. I swear, if I was better, I could have gone up there. Depends on whether you want to use the American English or British spelling. For a moment there, I was worried I was gonna get soft-locked. They mentioned in an earlier Twitter post, I think, but they may have changed their mind. I'll leave him alive. It's the opposite, as the woman saying. Let me download the stage and see where the alternate point is. I can see where one point the stage is supposed to end, but I just want to ensure it. Plus, I want to see what's supposed to happen when you defeat Tornado Man. I get the feeling there's a teleporter that's supposed to spawn in, but above. Usually I've noticed for British spellings there's an extra U, whereas in the American one, that U disappears. I wonder if you get an alternate ending if you destroy Bubble Man, like a teleporter opens up. I know. Let's see, the stage is back up. Oh. Okay. Let's take the lower route this time. Even though it clearly doesn't look like it. I guess that's what I mean by out of your way. Oh. I think the screen scrolling broke because it's supposed to scroll downwards. This is not what I was expecting when seeing the alternate routes. Wish there was a better indicator. Hang on a minute, can I climb up there? No, the door is sealed off. Down we go then. Easy. Hands off the controller. Easy solution to defeating Bubble Man. Assuming I don't run out of energy. So this was the underwater escape route. Now, let's see... Okay, this drops down over here the same way, but you get the tank. But there is this door here. How are you supposed to access this? Oh. Okay, there's a teleporter here, so... Where does that lead to? Back over here then. But the question is, how do I get to here? So essentially, we need to be teleported here somehow. And hit the red switch somewhere. There was a point where you could hit it. Alright, let's see what 20 Man is supposed to do now. Oh, nothing, so... Okay, this is an obvious soft lock that really should be fixed. At least insert a teleporter out there at the bottom of the stage. Wait. So here's the red switch, but then you have to get back there somehow. Yeah, the switch was over there, but I didn't backtrack. Same point as before. Nothing here. Back out here, and then we face off against poor old Bubble Man. But he drops nothing, so... I guess those are the 3 exits then. This is the one you have to go out of your way for, because once you get to that red switch somewhere around here... Where are you? Here. Once you go over here, you have to backtrack all the way over here. So this stage just existed for me. Yeah, Easter egg. Oh, I just noticed. Nice catch, Daibuman. Hey, I like the Easter egg sections. So, nice catch. I won't blame you for adding it. Or I won't criticize you or recommend to score. Yeah, Wily Fortress bosses. The only quote-unquote fan game content this game has currently are the NATO, Shine, and Perfect Freeze. Well, I have no more levels on my queue, so I'll cover one or two stages from the most popular queue, then I'll end off the stream. I would have covered Nightmare Castle by Zen, let me post it in chat. However, I already covered it during episode 327, so I won't do it again. There is also this level called Super Troll World, but I'll save it for tonight's stream. I want to end off the stream on a good note, not a troll note. I see. Wow. Meme. Let's see this one. 14 up is Puzzle Castle by Sir Arthur, with 100 plays and a score of 33. Yeah, I heard of Gex. Isn't that what we just did in the previous stage with the top spin? If I could pin comments, I'd do it right now. I'd pin your comment, Daibuman. Yeah, I did, Burning Sticks. I want to cover one most popular queue level, then I'll end off the stream. I'll be covering Super Troll World during tonight's stream, and oh my, this is... I hope this level isn't too long. Yeah, you can since version 1.1 or 1.2, but sadly, most levels on the most popular queue, outside of a small number, aren't that good. They're either just rehashes of other stages, they don't realize their potential, they end too early, or they're pretty uninspired. Of course, this also may be because Mega Man Maker isn't... For some reason, Mega Man Maker sometimes has memory leaks. It could be also the number of objects, but we'll see. We'll see how long this stage takes. If it takes over 20 minutes, I'll break it up and cover it in the next stream. Oh, I see. Each stage is broken up into different sections. Nice of those fire mats to show how you're supposed to use it. Yeah, Super Mario World. In fact, we actually have separate options. That was 1 and 2, and we have 3 and 4 now. That's pretty inspired, actually. I'll take the leftmost options for this playthrough, and then the rightmost options for the next one. Ow. Ow. Too slow. And all these sections are pretty short, actually. Well, I say all, but there are only 2 of them so far. 5. Even this one's only 2 screens long, and... Thank you, Yafu. I found it to be meh. Especially in comparison with 1 and 3 and 4. It feels... not as good. I like how each one of these sections focuses on a different use of a different special weapon. And each of them are rather short. So I'm not sure why this stage took so long to load up, unless we combine use of them later on, or have a Bowser clown car fight. 9. Yeah, I really enjoy 1, 3, and 4, but 2 is the outlier. $11. Oh no. Okay. For a moment there I thought I couldn't get it through. For a stage called Puzzle Castle, these aren't really puzzles, they're more like special weapon challenges. Perfect ending. What a perfect way to end off the stream. Give 3 rounds of applause to Sir Arthur. Now I'm gonna play through all the right routes. I think this stage deserves to be in the most popular queue, though I would change the name. It's more like special weapon trials, and I honestly wish each of the trials was 3 to 4 screens longer, or 3 to 4 screens long each instead of 2 screens long, so the bite-sized challenges don't feel too bite-sized. And I really like how we always have a checkpoint right after each challenge, as well as full refills. If only we had custom music, or those surprise reactions in Mario Maker 2. Well, the game did use all caps, so feel free to use all caps. I just wish it was faster to reload the same stage I played. This really borrows from Super Mario World, as Daibuman said. Wish I had access to sliding though. Otherwise, walking to the right is gonna take a short while. Oops. That's what I was worried about. There we go. Indeed, Heavy Lead. I do like the ideas of making level packs or fan games in Mega Man Maker. I wouldn't say hard mode just yet, I want to see the other ones. You need some skill to understand how to do that. It does seem slightly harder so far, but it may be because of how the weapons are used. I stood too far to the left. There we go. That was my fault. I got crushed against the ceiling. That was intended behavior. Tornado hold. Make sure to know how to turn it off. Welcome to stream, the Game Idea Guy. Unfortunately, this is the last level I'll cover during this stream. I'm ending it off right now. You are currently 2 hours and 20 minutes late. Feel free to submit your levels. Feel free to submit your level ID here and I'll cover it during tonight's stream. And sorry, Leonardo, I'll cover your level during tonight's stream as the first one. I will make this public in a few hours though, so don't you worry. Number 12. Yep, tonight, in about 6 hours. First up will be Leonardo, then Galaxy Man's level. The level end is right up there. Someone screenshot that. Perfect ending. So out of the 14 levels I covered on the stream, my favorite one would be Did Someone Say Bossrush by Tobvet, with an honorable mention going to Puzzle Castle by Sir Arthur. So during tonight's stream, which I'll be doing in about 6 hours, 6-ish hours, I will be covering more levels that are submitted by you viewers, so make sure to attend it. As always, here is my level queue and a full list of levels I've played so far. Make sure to only submit levels I haven't covered yet, as I want to cover new, fresh submissions. Well then, thanks for watching, and see you all tonight, or tomorrow. Toodles!